Today we're talking about the topic of tracking stock in a butcher setting. Butchers find it hard to track their stock because there's lots of moving parts. You know, you can get it in as carton box meat, get it in as a body, it can turn into all sorts of different cuts, it can shrink. So it's difficult to do. So why should we consider it? Well, it's about improving the performance of our stores. So we want to reduce our waste. We want to reduce, theft, and that includes staff theft as well too, so that we improve the performance of our store. So how do we achieve this? Well, one of the keys is what we call a hybrid stock tracking approach. So this means at the product level, at the PLU level, we can choose to track or not. So an inexpensive cut, some beef blade, it may not be worth tracking that. But then a more expensive cut like Scotch fillet, ribeye, eye fillet, it might be worth the effort to track it. And that means if we're tracking it, we've got to tell the system when we receive it or create it. The system tracks it as we sell it. And then we can do a stock take or report so that we can see what the system expects to be there compared to what there is. And we're looking for major discrepancy. That's the key that we're hunting for. The other thing that we can do is we can set up relationships between our retail products and have them automatically pull on the stock levels of subprimal and sub-retail products. Again, we're looking for that major discrepancy, particularly in our expensive cuts. The other areas when it comes to our box meat, the great thing about a box is that we can scan its barcode and that can automatically give us the data of the weight of the meat in the box, its pack date, its supplier, its PLU. So that makes it a bit easier to track certainly the receival side of it. And bodies also too come with tags that you can scan. The other strategy that's quite effective is what we call body breakdown templates. So that means when you've done body breakdowns, you may have recorded, the final cuts and the weights and percentages that they turned into. So that way you can create a template. So when a particular body with a certain yield, so you might have multiple different templates, you can then use that template, key in the total body weight, and it can then use that template and estimate all the different cuts and their weight. So again, making it really easy to get an estimated level of stock so that again, when we do a stock take, we're hunting for that major discrepancy. So that's just a couple of the approaches that we should consider, because if we vigilantly track our stock, that's going to improve our store's performance. It's going to mean that our response and our strategies is more informed and we have greater product control. And when it comes to stock takes, all butchers hate stock takes because generally when you're doing pen and paper and you've got box meat and all your retail products, they're very time consuming. But if you have an app where you can put in the PLU number, type in a weight or get that weight from the scale or even a scan event of a boxed carton, it makes it a lot easier. And again, we're all chasing the data so that we can improve the performance of our stores. Thanks for your time. Tracking stock is achievable. You just need the flexibility. That's the key.